there's opportunity to eat incorrectly or unhealthily every one of those hours. People wake up in the middle of the night to go eat. Like there are things that you can do that can cause amazing amounts of damage to your longevity in the 23 hours, not the 1 hour, the 23 hours. So when people finally figure out a way to make that work for them, it's very passionate. And I understand their passion. I do. Like I've put out, so my approach is like, I've always been sort of a low sugar, lower fat guy. I made the mistake of going no fat years ago and I paid for it. I was like in college and, back in the day, we were the same age. We read all the magazines and that was what we had. We didn't have internet then. So we were reading magazines and the recommended path was to go low fat. It helps you to become hypocaloric very easily because the density of the calories, in a gram of fat versus a gram of carbohydrates or protein is 9 versus 4 for the carbs and protein. So if you're cutting out grams of fat on a daily basis, you're quickly cutting out calories that allows you to get leaner. Well, of course, as everything, if a little is good, then a lot is better. So I would cut all of them out or almost all of them. And at the age of 22, 21, I'm like, standing at a stop up at University of Connecticut, waiting for the tram to come and bring me to campus. And I couldn't even open my eyes because the light was blinding to me. It was normal sunlight. It was blinding to me. The photosensitivity I had, learning later on after a few more courses that I took there in biology, how necessary fat was for the development of healthy, cells. I realized what was going on. And not to mention other stuff, skin was bad, hair was falling out, all kinds of stuff. So I think that the approach to decreasing fat so it's not excessive, because again, how calorically dense it could be in having lower sugar. I'm a firm believer in sugar is really pretty toxic and something that we would all do better getting rid of a lot of it. That is the best approach for, I believe, again, in my opinion, personally, for the overall big picture, because though the people can take exclusionary approaches to nutrition and taking carbs out or, eating only fats and proteins, or again, I'm not saying it doesn't work for you. And if it's the first thing that actually allowed you to gain control of your nutrition to the point where you actually saw results and got to a healthier weight, then I always say, then do it. But just make sure it's something you can do forever and doesn't bring upon other repercussions. But I think that non-exclusionary approaches to diets are the most sustainable.